When you read or view a story, you don't start at the beginning. You start by reading or watching the first thing that catches your eye. Most often, that is not the first line of the story, but it's something else.
To learn how to better write, communicate, edit and design content, like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.
You may scan a headline or look at an image. Your attention may be attracted to a beautiful design or a striking colour combination. You will see a magazine cover before you ever read an article inside. And with a video, you'll likely first see something that moved or appeared on screen. These are known as entry points. Entry points are the places at which your audience literally enters your content. The point your audience first sees, reads and views, which draws them in to consume more. And when you create your own factual content, you need to think about them and intentionally craft them to attract your audience. They're incredibly important because these are the routes into your story. They both advertise and promote your content. They set expectations for your audience, both of what your content will say and how it will say it. They help pull your audience through your content, acting as new adverts for the content to come. In short, entry points are the things that will entice your readers or viewers to listen to your story, and then stick with it to find out more about the next amazing or important insight. Entry points include titles, headlines, subheadings, pull quotes, captions, images, graphics, logos, charts, as well as visually striking aspects of photographs. Within video, motion and movement, as well as audio and sound, can all act as entry points, catching the audience's eyes and ears, stimulating them to watch for longer and enter the film in the first place. Audio entry points may be jingles, sound effects, audio motifs, announcements or summaries of upcoming content, or even editorial signposts to new material, which may be casually overheard and might entice a listener to hear more. Strong entry points are well designed. Visual entry points use contrast and colour to catch the eye. Entry points are most effective when they vary in size and style to each other. So headlines or titles are larger than the text of the story itself. Subheadings or straplines are smaller usually than the main headline or title. Your audience should be able to see a hierarchy in the size and style of your entry points. That helps indicate which are the most important and the order in which you intend them to be read. Try to space out your entry points so they appear evenly across the pages of your document or your report or your presentation, or they appear regularly within your video or audio production. By separating them out, you avoid cluttering your content and you give each entry point a chance to stand out and do its job of catching your audience's attention. Spacing out entry points allows you to regularly entice your audience to continue their journey with you and consume your content. Each entry point encourages people to listen further to what you have to say. Entry points should reflect your content and echo your main message, but they don't have to tell the whole story. Entry points can intrigue and inspire audiences. They can ask questions and be provocative. Their job is to encourage the audience to find out more and resist the temptation to go and do something else with their precious time. Headlines and titles can be either direct or suggestive, but they should always tell the audience that they are about to learn something new. Subheadings or subtitles usually develop and expand on the point made by the headline or the main title. Or they can introduce a secondary point that may further entice your audience to start reading the wider story. be that a document, a presentation, or a report of some kind. Pull quotes can be selected out from longer quotes that appear in your content, or they can be a summary of a longer quote. As long as the full quote is included in your story, the pull quote doesn't need to include every word. It must accurately reflect what was said, but a pull quote works best when it's short, punchy, and contains few words. As we've mentioned before, don't caption photographs with a literal description of what can obviously be seen in the image. That's boring and it's a waste of your audience's time. It's also a wasted opportunity for you to better engage and excite them. So use a caption to tell your audience something they don't know about the content of the image. Any images, graphics, charts and graphs, or logos should stand out and apart from the rest of the content, so they can catch and then lead the eye. Entry points are disproportionately important. They tend to represent a small proportion of your content, yet they are, in some regards, the most important aspects. Because if they do not do their job and draw people in to engage further, then the rest of your content has no chance of being viewed, and it loses its reason to exist. Editorial teams that create magazines and newspapers spend a huge amount of time and effort writing and then rewriting, editing and designing their entry points to all their content because they are so important. So remember that entry points are crucial to the overall success of your content. Create and design them well, and take care to edit and optimize them, so they give your story the best chance of being listened to.
All you have to do is like and subscribe to this channel to watch the full course of more than 90 videos for free, or visit Amazon to access the 450-page Factual Storytelling Handbook.